Good morning, Murray County Skywarn page members. Hope y'all are having a great Tuesday morning. Standing here in my kitchen this morning, I want to do a quick little demonstration on rainfall totals. Usually when we have a rainfall event, I have people ask me, well, how much rain we get? I go off of what the Mesonet site north of town says, and then off of what my gauge here at my house on East 2nd Street on the east side of Sulphur will say. I know a lot of people post their rainfall totals, but if you're using one of these little commercial gauges that you get at Tractor Supply or Walmart or wherever, you're probably not getting an accurate total. So I'm going to do a little demonstration this morning and show you the difference between these little commercial gauges that you get and an actual calibrated professional rain gauge. So here we go. What I've got here is just a typical little plastic rain gauge. This one was given to me by the National Association of Departments of Agriculture. It's pretty well representative of most of the little commercial gauges that you can go and get at Tractor Supply or Walmart or the garden store, or maybe that your insurance company gave you for a gift when you signed up for insurance or whatever. It's graduated inches all the way up to what they say is 7 inches of rain. Now, this is my Stratus professional gauge. This is about a $40 gauge. You can order these off Amazon or a couple other places. This is one of only 3 available gauges that is accepted to report rainfall totals to the Kokoros Project or to the National Weather Service. This has an inner tube that's graduated in hundredths and tenths of an inch all the way up to 1 inch. When this gets to 1 inch, the water level spills out into the outer chamber, and then through a series of pouring the water up and measuring it again, then you can determine what your actual total was. Now, as you can see, there's a big difference in these gauges. Big difference. So what exactly is an inch of rain? Well, an inch of rain is 6 gallons over a square yard, or 27,154 gallons over a square acre. That's the amount of water that it would take if it was a hard surface to have a rainfall to a depth of 1 inch over a hard surface of those sizes. So, what we're going to do here is I'm going to put an inch of water in this small gauge, and then we're going to pour it up, and we're going to see what we got. All right, you can see there we've got exactly 1 inch of rain in this little gauge. So, put that over here, pour it in our measuring cup. That's what this gauge says is an inch of rain. Not much water, huh? So I'm going to pour that out. Now, I'm going to take my inner tube out of my gauge, and I'm going to fill it to the 1 inch level. That's pretty close to what it says is 1 inch. Now, we'll pour that in our measuring cup. Pretty big difference, huh? That's right at a cup of water. That is a calibrated 1 inch of rain as per USGS and National Weather Service standards. So when you look at one of these gauges, let's fill this all the way up and see what it says. Okay, this is filled all the way up to what it says is 7 inches of rain. What that gauge says is 7 inches of rain is not even a half, probably about a half an inch on the calibrated gauge. So as you can see, pretty big difference. So if any of y'all are interested in getting one of these gauges, let me know. I'll send you a link to where I got mine. I got mine off Amazon. If you're interested in signing up to report to the Kokoros Project, reporting your rainfall totals from around the county. Right now, I think there's only me and one other person in the county that do report. The more people we have reporting, the more accurate totals we have on rainfall, and that affects a lot. That affects what counties go underneath drought conditions as far as the drought monitor maps are concerned, and just various things like that. So anyway, hope you got something out of this. Have a good morning. Bye.